But that brings you to today's game. We're looking at regular season game number 26 of 44, working on that second half. And the Heaters coming to town after beating those hot corners. They are 13-12 with just a slightly winning record. They're known as Speed Demons. They're pretty good at defense in their rotation as well. They're going up against the B-Wolves, who are 9-16 contact specialists. We got good hitters, Pete. Good speed in defense and rotation. So
Yeah.
we only lag in the bullpen and in power. That shouldn't be holding us back. The starting pitcher on the mound for the Heaters, throwing the heat, is going to be their left-hander, the southpaw, Bishop Fuller. He throws the ball average velocity. He puts a little bit more movement on than your average pitcher, and he's pretty accurate as well. He's 2-2 on the season. He's got that even record. He's 3.73 ERA and a 1.47 WHIP.
That's right. And the notable players going for the Heaters today, a star at shortstop is got great speed, and he's a great fielder, and he's got a great arm, and he's locked in, and he's hitting 314 on the season with 3 home runs. Lievo,
I think.
the first baseman, he's got great power. He sees the ball well at the plate and makes good contact. But he does not have a lot of speed. He's hitting 308 on the season with 5 home runs. And then Glute out there in left field has about average power, but his ability to see the ball at the plate and connect is exceptional, and he's got about a little bit better than average speed on the base pass. So he's hitting 228 with 2 home runs, and he'll be somebody we got to keep our eyes on today.
Yeah. And to be honest, I'm kind of upset I corrected you on the name. I should have waited to see what you came up with. See how many iterations of Levo's name we could have gotten.
Levo. I'm just going to call him Lamo. Lamo.
Lamo first baseman. Such a noob. Beavis Ortiz is going to be on the bump for us today, that right-hander. He's pretty average on his velocity, junk, and accuracy. He's a good, solid pitcher. He has a 1-3 record, so he's hoping to improve that today. He's got a 3.50 ERA, and a 0.86 WHIP. That's pretty impressive.
It is, and Ortiz has looked very good over the season. We talked about this, I think, a little bit after the last loss with Hurley Bender. Bender. But it's, you look at the pitchers' records, 1-3, they all have losing records, and yet they're pitching very well. As you can see, our rotation is pretty good. And so it's not really the fault of the pitchers so much. Well,
mostly offensive. Yeah. I mean, they have been teeing up home runs at the worst possible time.
Right. But the offense puts them in a position where they have to be perfect because they don't have any cushion. But going today for the notable players for the B-Wolves, we have Laura Franco at first base. She's got great power, exceptional power, a great ability to connect at the plate. She's got a lot of speed when she gets on the base pass. She's hitting 397 with 2 home runs. Buster Biggs is locked in. He's playing left field, and he's hitting the ball with exceptional power. He's got a great ability to connect with the ball, and he's got very good speed on the base paths, which are all better than he's done over the course of his career. And he's hitting 376 with 3 home runs. And then Bertha Banks, which is a question. I'm scratching my head here how she gets into the notable players. Poor Bertha. She's been very good defensively, but offensively, she's been a liability. She's over at third base. She's got a little bit better than average power. She's connecting with about average ability, and she's a little bit slower than average on the base pass. She's only hitting 190 this season with no home runs. So, like I say, she's struggled at the plate this year for us. So,
yeah. That's, I guess it's a nice little thing to put, a nice little gesture to put her up there. Yeah. Looking at today's lineup, we're getting the new revised lineup from the assistant coach, and it looks like this. Pete starting them off at the very front. A little surprise, Handley Dexteris, who is rattled.
Yeah, he's
rattled. We have no backup shortstop. I mean, if we got, I don't know if we have anyone whose secondary position is, we don't have anyone else with a second. Gina Torrens could play, but she got that strain.
Yeah. Utility infielder. If we had a utility infielder, they could sub in for Dexteris, but
we don't. And Dexteris has just got to kind of play, conservative baseball out there. Just kind of take his swings, not try to do anything special. Just, get back in his groove.
Yeah.
He'll start off. He's followed closely by Magic Moore, who's got good contact against left-handers, so it'll be good. He's facing that southpaw on the Heaters. Buster Biggs will bat third. He'll be in left field. He's locked in today. Laura Franco, the first baseman, will bat fourth. Billy LaPointe right behind her, the right fielder, followed by Freddie Knox at second base. Again, he's still in Regina Torrance, who's nursing that wrist. Bertha Banks, one of the notable players, will be playing third base and batting seventh. Right behind her, Steve Monstour will be catching behind the plate today. Eliza Peck is not quite 100%. So it'll be good to see the monster man out there. He's got good power against right-handers. Maybe later in the game we'll see one of those. And Beavis the Ortiz man will be on the mound. He throws the forefinger, the curveball, the slider, and the fork pitch.
All right.
And I know the Heaters are going to be looking to get one back on us today. This is the second and final match between these two teams, so the Beavles got to be careful. We got the dome closed here today in the heat.
Got the AC going.
It's chilly.
It is. It's a little cool. I got my sweatshirt on. My Beewolf sweatshirt. Hoodie.
I like it. I'm jealous. You wore a hoodie, though. Looking good.
So we got Rufo in right field, Starr in shortstop, Glued in left field, Lavo at first base, Hart catching, Stiffner at third base, Bass at second base, Bolter in center field, and Fuller pitching. Coming up in the top of the first, Rays Rufo, Carlton Starr, and Slapper Glute. Coming up and going to face off against Beavis Ortiz as the Beewolves make it to their positions out there on the field.
You know, the hoodie's fine, but it's the slippers, the fuzzy slippers.
Sorry. Rufo hitting 221. Oh, I'm pitching.
He looks a little tense to me, Pete. I don't know. He's still a good contact hitter. Ortiz got to be careful to him. He looks for the first call from Monstour. Gets it, lines up, and the game is underway. The first pitch misses high and inside. Looked like that slider, ball one. And the second pitch comes in and evens up the count one apiece. The batting left, Rays Rufo, who's 221 average on the season with 3 long balls, 15 RBIs. That's impressive. Gets that one by the hands. It's going to drift into the sands. Souvenir for some lucky fan. Give that to a kid nearby, Pete. Oh, he hits that one hard down the line. Thankfully, it's going to go foul. And we're standing at 1-2. Ortiz going to throw his 5th pitch to the first batter. That one makes it on the inside corner, and he's done. Way to start the game, Beavis Ortiz. Carlton Starr has good power against right-handers. He's hitting .314 this season with 3 home runs and 21 RBIs. So you got to be careful with Carlton Starr standing in the left-hand batter's box. Ortiz sizing him up, winds up, puts that heater in there against the heater, makes it 0-1 the count. Early in the top of the first. That one is hit right past the face of Beavis Ortiz, and luckily doesn't knock him out.
Okay.
And he's at first base with a single. Slapper Goot comes up hitting 228. It's a medium pressure situation here now with a pretty quick runner at first base. Hoping to hit into that double play. The infield's playing him as such. Curveball makes it in there for a strike. 1-1 the count to Slapper Glute. Pops that one up down the right side. It's going to range foul. Boink's not going to be able to get that one. 0-2. He's ahead of him in the count. Throwing his 10th pitch right there. Gets him on the inside corner for out number 2, Pete. Looking good, Beavis Ortiz. Antonio Lavo hitting .308 on the season, standing in the left hand. But they haven't had a righty batter yet, these Heaters. He's got a smile on his face looking to do some damage against the Beewolves. Ortiz is going to show him some manners. This is inside. Ball 1-1 the count. That one ties it up at 1 apiece. The runner's going nowhere at first yet. Plays at first base or second, whichever is closest. That ball misses a little bit high on the slider. And Ortiz hoping to get out of this within 15 pitches. He's thrown 14. He's knotted up at 2 apiece. There it is, outside corner. He's got 3 Ks in the first inning, Pete.
Yes, sir. That's a nice start for Ortiz, I'll tell you that. Coming up in the bottom of the first, Henley Dexteris, Magic Moore, and Buster Biggs going to set up shop against Bishop Fuller, who's taking the mound for the Heaters. And Dexteris is rattled playing shortstop for the B-Wolves, hitting .272, 2 home runs, and 7 RBIs. First pitch from Fuller is in there for a called strike. Strike one. That's a smash up the middle into center field, and Dexteris leads off with a single on the second pitch. Way to go, Henley.
Yes, boy, it's good to see him. I want to see him get out of that rut.
Yes, sir.
Magic Moore coming up. Contact against lefties. Hitting .346. 3 long balls. He's got a fast Dexteris at first. That one's hit into the gap between first and second, and it makes it in there. Dexteris is going to come back. He thought about running to third, but he's going to hold up there. 2 singles, Pete, no outs, runners at first and second.
Yes, sir. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, steps in. He's hitting .376 with 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Pops that one up into left field. Everybody's out there to get it. It's caught by Glute, the left fielder, on the run for the first out.
First out. I like the way that sounds. Alora Franco's coming up hitting .397, and she's got a lot of power. Boy, Alora, come on. Get home run number 3. First pitch is high ball. Good eye by Franco in the right-hand box. She takes another pitch inside, ball 2. Good patience by a good first baseman. Three quick balls, and she probably shouldn't swing at this one. He's going to throw right down the middle. Strike 1, and she's still ahead, 3-2. That one's hit hard. Oh, knocked down by the third baseman. And the runner's coming around for home, and Haley Dexteris slides in there, Pete. The lead runner gets the first run, and the Beagles are up 1-0.
Way to go, way to go. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, he's hitting .327 on the season, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs himself, 1 out in the bottom of the first. Runner still at first and second with only 1 out. That one's outside, ball 1. That's a smash to the shortstop, who flips it to second for 1 and over to first for 2. The double play. They're out of the inning, but the B-Wolves pick up 1 run on 3 hits. Coming up at the top of the second, Hank Hart, Theodore Stiffner, and Dion Bass going to face Beavis Ortiz. Hart's catching for the Heaters. He's hitting .194 with a home run and 11 RBIs. That was a good start for the B-Wolves. That one's a little low, ball 1, but it would have been nice to see them run that up a little bit more than they did. That pitch is in there for a called strike, evens up the count 1-1. So the B-Wolves with a lot of pressure, but only 1 run. That one's low, ball 2, 2-1. Those are the things me and Tommy were talking about at the beginning of the game. Check swing called strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That the offense is just not giving the pitchers much room to make any mistakes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The B-Wolves get a couple more across the plate. Oh, and Ortiz walks the catcher. Theodore Stiffner, the third baseman, hitting .357 with 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. Facing off against Beavis Ortiz for the first time today. Oh, no. Smashed into the gap, and that's off the wall, and it's getting picked up, and the runner from first is coming around and crosses the plate, ties the game up at 1-1. Dion Base. The third baseman had, came up with a double. He's got a lot of speed on second base. Pitches in there for called strike. Dion Base, the second baseman. Ortiz steps off the rubber and forces the runner back to second. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. That's a flare foul along the first base line. No balls, 2 strikes. Base is in the hole. No outs with a runner at second. That's a... Oh, no. Oh. And Ortiz overran the ball, and Base makes it to first. So now there's runners at first and third with no outs, and Volt Bolter, the center fielder, steps in. He's locked in a tough out. There's a
drop.
Dag nabbit. Bishop Fuller, the starting pitcher. Because I heard him take off, so I hit the second button. And so as soon as he picked it up, he threw it to second. That's a bunt, and it's going to the pitcher. Ortiz moves the runners from first and second to second and third, but they get the batter, so there's 1 out. Reyes Rufo is tense. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Heaters with a 2-1 lead in the top of the second. There's a shot to...
There we go.
Dagnabbit. I can't get... Ah!
Oh, she turned back.
You're out.
Oh.
All right, they got the runner at third into a rundown, and they were able to eventually catch up to him. So there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. Carlton Starr, the shortstop, steps in. He's hitting .321 on the season with 3 home runs, 21 RBIs. There's a lot of speed at second base. 2 outs. Played the batter. First 2 pitches are to Starr are in there, so he's in the hole 0-2. Ortiz delivers. That's fouled off along the third base line. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Heaters with a 2-1 lead in the top of the second. That's a lot of 2s. Oh, no. Oh, Beavis. And the runner from second is able to come all the way around to home. My God.
We're getting killed.
Yeah, it's 3-1 now in the top of the second. Runner's still at first and second, still 2 outs. Ortiz is up to 32 pitches. That one's high, ball 1-0. There's a shot. Oh, come on.
Coming home.
And he's going to score. So the runner from second again comes all the way around to score. It's 4-1. And the Heaters are just banging the ball right into center field. And then that's in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That's a slow roller foul to third base. No balls, 2 strikes to Lavo, the first baseman. That one's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's in there to Franco. Makes the catch. And flips it to Ortiz, who's covering for the third out. But the Heaters pick up 4 runs on 4 hits. Freddie Knox, Bertha Banks, and Steve Monstour are going to face Fuller, who's thrown 12 pitches and given up 3 hits. We're going into the bottom of the second. B-Wolves down 4-1.
Oh, they were lighting up Ortiz like a Christmas tree. Freddie Knox comes up hitting .314 on the season. A good contact hitter. First pitch outside corner makes it in, strike 1-0 the count. The B-Wolves have a lot of work to do. Quickly 0-2 in the bottom of the second. Reaches out and hits that little roller to Fuller, who dives, gets it. Goes into first for that first out.
Bertha Banks, the third baseman, hitting .190. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Facing Fuller for the first time. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1, 0-1. That's up to, back to Fuller, who makes the throw to Lavo to retire Banks. 2 outs, 2 quick outs.
It's the incredible Fuller show. Monstour hitting .375. We're just now getting to the end of the order for the B-Wolves. Hits that one hard. The first baseman gets a piece of it. He's going to hold up, come back to first. Good single finally by Monstour there.
Yes, sir. Beavis Ortiz is now tense. He's hitting .083 on the season. 2 outs in the top of the second. Ortiz takes the first pitch for a called strike, strike 1.
Oh.
That's a swinging. Oh, it's popped up into the air right at home plate, and the catcher makes the grab for the third out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. As we move into the top of the third, Heaters with the 4-1 lead. Hank Hart walked the first time up. Theodore Stiffner 1 for 1 with a double, and Dion Bass 1 for 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Hank Hart.
Beavis Ortiz has thrown 38 pitches. Hank Hart walked last time he was up. He's hitting .194 on the season. He's generally a good contact hitter. Beavis Ortiz is tense after that horrible second inning. There was a nice slider there for the first pitch strike. 0-1 the count. 4-1 Heaters. And he's out of front real quick. 0-2. Playing aggressive against Hank Hart.
That's inside.
Doesn't chase that slider inside corner. Now we're at 1-2. Beavis Ortiz is throwing over 40 pitches. Here comes 42. Hits that one to Franco, who's going to pick it up easy. Toss it over to Ortiz for that first out. Good pace here so far in this.
Third baseman, Theodore Stiffner.
Theodore Stiffner 1 for 1 with a double RBI today. Stiffner is generally a power hitter. And he's hoping to get another crack at Beavis Ortiz, who beats him, blowing inside with that fastball. to start out 0-1.
No.
Does not chase the slider outside corner, misses one apiece, all knotted up. Third pitch, high slider makes it in there. 1-2 the count. He's ahead against Stiffner. Got a 365 average. Swing and a miss at that fork pitch. Nice one, Beavis Ortiz.
Now battle the second baseman, Dion Base.
Dion Base is 1-for-1 with a single, as are most of the heaters today. Got 2 outs here at the top of the third. Ortiz looking to get out of this one in a hurry. Closing in on 50 pitches. Gets a signal from Monstour. Winds and delivers. Makes it in there. Nice pitch. 0-1 a count. Second one's in there. Ooh, just misses a little bit high. Good crowd on hand today. A lot of white there in the stands. A lot of B-Wolves fans hoping to see them turn things around from an ugly start. Maybe claw their way back. He anticipated that pitch, but didn't swing. It's another ball. Ooh, he hits that one hard to right center field. And going back, he couldn't get it. It's going to go. Magic Moore's throwing it as he comes around third base. They didn't get the cutoff man, and he's going to make it in. He's going to make it into a triple, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Old Volters.
Volter.
0-for-1 on the day. In 259. We got 2 outs. We need just one more. That one gets away.
No.
And the runner's going to come in. Wild pitch brings in the runner, and it's now 5-1. The Heaters are, again, another one. That one's hit hard to Dexter's, who's going to pick it up and make the easy toss to first for the 3rd out.
But they get another one. 5 runs, 6 hits for the Heaters, 1 run on 4 hits for the B-Wolves. Hanley Dexter's 1-for-1, Magic Moore 1-for-1, Buster Biggs 0-for-1, Fuller's at 20 pitches and giving up 4 hits. Dexter's is tense but fit. Singled his first time up.
That was good to see.
Ball outside.
Pitch makes it outside, ball 1. B-Wolves aren't doing bad offensively. So they're hoping to get back in this. Hits that one foul, 1 apiece, bottom of the 3rd. That one misses outside. And Bishop Fuller doesn't have the best pitches to Dexter's. Ooh, he gets that one late. I don't know how he pulls it.
Got some lag.
Tough out. That one's high. He pops that up one. That's going to be a souvenir for a lucky Dexter's fan in the first base line. That one's in there. He hits it hard to first base, but this time Labo grabs it, walks it down for that first out. It took a lot of pitches, though, Pete.
Yes, sir. Magic Moore, 1-for-1, singled his first time up. He's sitting 354 on the season. He's got good connection against left-handed pitchers. Takes the first pitch for a cold strike inside corner. That one's high. Ball 1, 1-1. There's a smash between first and second baseman. And Buster Biggs has got his second, he's 2-for-2 with 2 singles.
You mean Magic Moore?
Magic Moore, him too. Everybody's got one.
Buster Biggs is locked in with a lot of power. And it looks a little bit like that. First pitch high and inside, but he swings. It's going to... Everyone dives and catch like in left field. He goes back to first.
Come on. Big
catch.
What a joke that was. Laura Franco, the first baseman, she's 1-for-1. She got a single.
That's up.
First pitch is up. That's ball 1. That's into the gap.
Yep,
everybody's running. Everybody's running.
The runner can come home. She slides into second with a double and brings in the run, Pete. Nice RBI double by Laura Franco. It's now 5-2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we go. Come on, Billy.
The boy likes his pitches at the top half. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
No.
He hits it hard, but he hits it high. And it's going to be an easy catch by the shortstop for that 3rd out.
Thought he made a mistake there. But the B-Wolves pick up another run on 2 hits, making it 5-2. Bishop Fuller's first at bat. Ray's Rufo 0-for-2 with a strikeout. And Carlton Starr's 2-for-2. Ortiz at 52 pitches with 4 strikeouts and giving up 6 hits. Bishop Fuller, the starting pitcher's got 0 batting average. He's neutral and fit. Doesn't have a lot of power, but he can make contact. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for called second strike, and Fuller's behind in the count, 0-2.
No, that's inside.
Allen's inside, ball 1. 1-2, top of the 4th. Heaters with a 5-2 lead. Ortiz delivers. That's a ground ball to Laura Franco. Picks it up. She's going to run it herself for the out. Bishop Fuller goes down on a ground ball. Reyes Rufo, the center fielder's 0 for 2. He's hitting .216 on the season. He's tense, but fit. He takes the first pitch inside. Ball 1. 1-0. Ortiz is up to 57 pitches. Allen's low. Ball 2. 2-0. Ortiz with 40 strikeouts on the season. Allen's popped up behind home plate, and Monsteur's back and makes the catch for 2 for the second out. Carlton Starr, the shortstop, he's locked in. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He's got good power against right-handed pitchers. He's hitting .327. That one he anticipated, but he drives it foul along the first baseline. 0-1.
How do you anticipate that?
Ortiz, that's popped up.
Uh-oh.
Magic Moore is under it and makes it, and 3 outs. All right, Beavis Ortiz. 1, 2, 3, the first time we saw that. Freddie Knox, 0 for 1. Bertha Banks, 0 for 1. And Steve Monstour, 0 for 1. Coming up in the bottom of the 4th, Bishop Fuller with 33 pitches and giving up 6 hits. Come on, Freddie. Yeah, he's 0 for 1 in the day, but he's hitting .306 on the season with 3 RBIs. He's filling in for the injured Gina Torrens. First pitch is outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Torrens hurt herself on an amazing diving catch. That's in there for a called strike over the outside corner. 1-1. That one's flared into center field. Just carries far enough for Bolter to get under it and make the catch. 1 out.
Bertha Banks is angry, wants to get back in this game. She's 0 for 1 on the day. She's only hitting 186, hoping to get in the 200s. Watches the first pitch go outside. Ball 1. Good eye by Bertha Banks. That's her hit. Hard. It's a stiffener. He grabs the liner at third base for the second out.
Wow. Steve Monstour, the catcher. He's 1 for 1. Hit a single his first time up. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. Takes the first pitch. That's inside. Ball 1. 1-0. 2 outs. There's a shot into the corner in left field. Monsteur's on his horse. He's going around first. He's pulling into second base with a double. Way to go, Steve Monstour.
All right, Stevie.
He's hitting pretty well, yeah.
Beavis is 0 for 1 with 2 outs, which doesn't look well, but he's got a runner in scoring position. If he gets an outfield single, it's a line drive to start, and it's over.
All right, coming up in the top of the 5th, Slapper Glute 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Montano Levo 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and Hank Hart 0 for 1 with a walk. Ortiz is up to 61 pitches with 4 strikeouts, a walk, and giving up 6 hits.
Slapper Glute.
Slapper Glute 1 for 2, single.
Slapper Glute.
Here's pitcher pointing to the outfield like he's going to knock this one out. Top of the 5th, 5-2 heaters. Check swing. High and inside. Ball 1. 1 count. 63rd pitch by Ortiz. 4th pitch makes it in there. Strike 1. Evened up at 1 apiece. 3rd pitch inside. Popped up. Monstour sees it. Walks over in front of the heater's dugout and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
All right. Beavis Ortiz. Antonio Levo is 0 for 2 today. Sucking air. But he's 301 and 5 home runs of the season. Good power hitter. First pitch. Makes it in for a strike. The outfield's going to play back a little bit for Mr. Levo. He has potential.
That's low.
Does not chase that low fastball. And we're all at 1-1-1 at the top of the 5th inning. Fans standing up back there watching this next one. In the dirt. Good trap by Monstour. 2-1. High inside pitch. He swings and misses. Good pitch by Ortiz there. Number 69. 4th pitch. He gets a piece. Drives a foul. And his 70th pitch is going to be... Was it going to be... It's the curve, which misses. Full count, 3-2. Inside corner strike 3. No swing. Way to go, Ortiz.
The catcher, Hank Hart.
Hank Hart's 0 for 1. He walked earlier. Stand left-hand batter's box. Looking like a power hitter. Mostly a contact hitter. Hits that one hard. Look out, fans in the right field side there. Past first base. Foul ball and 1 count. Don't want to throw that pitch again. Ortiz about half gas in the tank. Curveball makes him there for strike 2. And he's got him in a tough position, Hank Hart. The The batter hits that one hard up the middle. That's going to be a single. Magic Moore picks it up and throws it to second, holding the runner at first. And they got a runner
Now
on.
batting, the third baseman, Theodore Stiffner.
Teddy Stiffner, 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. So he's a tough batter. Goes to first. Franco doesn't quite get him in time. But way to make sure that runner doesn't go anywhere on first base. Ortiz throwing his 75th pitch. Coming up right here.
Go inside.
Ooh, and it misses inside. Ball 1. The crowd thought it was close. I thought it was close. Pete thought it was close. Ortiz probably thought it was close. Misses outside. Ball 2. Ortiz starting to struggle a little bit with his accuracy.
Yep.
Ball 3. He's quickly 3-0 to Theodore Stiffner. Stiffner's a dangerous batter. Finally gets a strike in there, 3-1. We're in a tough situation here. Strike 2 brings it back up to full. We'll see what he does with his 80th pitch. Monster 1. There goes a runner. Strike 3, and we're out of the inning. Another K by Ortiz.
All right. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th, Hanley Dexterra's 1 for 2. Magic Moore 2 for 2, and Buster Biggs 0 for 2. Fuller's at 41 pitches, giving up 7 hits. Heaters with 5 runs on 7 hits. B-Wolves with 2 runs on 7 hits. Dexterra's is tense, but he's 1 for 2. Led off with a single in the first inning.
That's down.
That first pitch is low. Ball 1, 1-0. Good eye. That one's high. Ball 2, 2-0 to Dexterra's. That's in there for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on the inside corner. That one's high. Ball 3, 3-1 to Dexterra's. That's in there. Full count, 3-2. Dexterra's is known as a tough out around the league. Oh, and he's way out front of that one. And Dexterra's goes down swinging.
That was going to be a walk, too. Boy, yeah, see when you're tense, I guess. Magic Moore, 1 for 2. Contact against lefties. But the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 the count. There it is. Oh, but it's just a swinging bunt to Fuller. Throws him out at second. 2 down.
Buster Biggs, the left fielder, 0 for 2, hitting .369, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. He's locked in and fit. That first pitch, it's off the handle and caught by Stiffner, the third baseman, as we move into the top of the 6th. Still 5-2 Heaters. Dion Bass 2 for 2 with a triple. Volt Boltner 0 for 2, and Bishop Fuller 0 for 1. Ortiz is up to 80 pitches with 6 strikeouts, a walk, and giving up 7 hits.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Hopefully he can get out of the 6th inning, and that would be it.
Bass is locked in and feeling fit, hitting .365 on the season. First pitch from Ortiz is down the first base line, and Elora Franco. Oh, no. Why did you throw it?
Great diving stop by Franco, who tosses to first to Ortiz, and he drops it.
He couldn't handle it, so Bass reaches on an error. I don't know why Franco decided to throw it. She could have just stepped over. I mean, she would have beat Bass to the bag. I don't know. Okay, well, runner at first. That one's popped up into left field.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Buster Biggs misses it, and the run's going to come home. Here he comes. This is run number 6. And it's now 6-2 on a missed catch by Buster Biggs.
Bishop Fuller. God. Jeez. Runner at second. First pitch is in there for a called strike. No outs. Heaters with a 6-2 lead now. That's a bunt to Beavis. Ortiz picks it up, makes the throw to first. Sacrifices the runner to third base. 1 out. Reyes Rufo is tense but fit. He's hitting .213 on the season with 3 home runs and 15 RBIs. Runner at third base. That pitch is in there for called strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the 6th. That's in there for a called second strike. Rufo behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. That's fouled off. Still no balls, 2 strikes to Rufo. That one's outside. Ball 1, 1-2. Runner at third base has a lot of speed. That's popped up on the infield. Hanley Dexter up. Bertha Banks is there, makes the catch. Throws the ball into home base. 2 outs. Carlton Starr, the shortstop, who's locked in 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and an RBI. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. There's a runner at third base with 2 outs. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1-0 to Starr. Starr hitting 324. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1. Pitch is low from Ortiz. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. That's popped up on the infield. Bertha Banks again making the call, just 1 step over in the foul territory for the 3rd out. But the Heaters pick up another one, make it 6 runs on 8 hits. The B-Wolves with 2 runs on 7 hits with an error. Alora Franco 2 for 2 with a double. Billy LeBoink 0 for 2 and Freddie Knox 0 for 2. Alora Franco 2 for 2, a double, a single. She's got 2 RBIs on this season. Her
shoe is untied. She hits that one hard to base at second and out, number 1.
Yeah, that was, I should have let that go. Billy LeBoink is tense. He's 0 for 2, hitting .320 with 3 home runs and 13 RBIs. He's a fan of the high pitch. Takes the first pitch outside. Ball 1. 1-0. There's a smash into right field for a clean single. Billy LeBoink is on base. Way to go, Billy. That'll raise his mojo.
Let's go B-Wolves offense here. They got to really put it together. Freddie Knox, disappointing 0 for 2 on the day with a slow runner at first base and 1 out. That pitch glides way high. 1-0 the count. Bottom of the 6-2. Heaters. That one hits the grill hard in front of the Heaters dugout. That one's hit hard down the right side, foul, and we're 1-2 at this point. Bishop Fuller throwing his 57th pitch. That's a liner over into left field, and they're going to hold up at first and second. Good single there. We got runners at first and second with 1 out.
Come on, Bertha Banks. She's 0 for 2, hitting paltry 183 on the season. She's due. Runners at first and second with 1 out. As long as it's not a double play, it'll be good. Swing and a miss by Banks. No balls, 1 strike. That one's inside. Evens up the count, 1-1.
Ball, that's low.
That one was low. Ball 2. 2-1 to Banks.
Ball.
That one's inside. Ball 3. 3-1 to Bertha Banks with 1 out.
That's ball 4.
That's on the ground, and he just walked the bases loaded with 1 out. Steve Monstour stepping in.
Oh, Steve, 2 for 2 with a double, a single. Steve Monstour could tie the game, Pete. He could tie the game. Ooh, there's a strike inside corner to Monstour. The fans are all of a sudden on their feet, swinging and missing a bad pitch inside. 0-2, medium pressure situation. That one almost hit a ball 1. 1-2 the count. Runners all over the place. Another one way inside. Ball 2. We're locked up for 2 apiece. That one's hit hard to left center field. Go, go, go. It's going all the way back. It's off the wall. Everyone's coming around. Steve Monstour is going to stroll in with a double. And we got 2 runs. Pete is now 6-4.
All right. Come on, Beavis Ortiz. He's 0 for 2. Hitting .071. Looks like we may see an end of the day for Beavis Ortiz. Coming in to pinch hit for Beavis Ortiz, Poke Foster. He's hitting .200 on the season. He's neutral and fit. Doesn't have a lot of power, but he does have a great ability to connect. Doesn't have a lot of speed on the base paths. Poke Foster, pinch hitting for Beavis Ortiz. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Poke fouls that off along the first baseline. No balls, 1 strike. Check swing for a called second strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, Starr, who picks it up and makes the throw.
Why did she turn back? Oh, we got the second out and through. Double play. They got him caught in a rundown. Oh, the runner turned back from home base. Now he's going home, and it's like a comedy. There he is, out of the side. Oh.
Damn it. It's the same crap. Same crap. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You'd figure at this point I'd figure out how to do that, right?
Well, before the playoffs. That's you just got to get the playoffs.
I don't think we're getting to the playoffs. Slapper glued to left fielder. He's 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. I think I accidentally picked Tats Belfour.
Yeah, Tats Belfour coming in here. He was an accidental selection, apparently. Gets the first pitch in there for a strike. Belfour, good pitcher, though. Second pitch, just misses. Ball 1 apiece. We're at the top of the 7th. And we got a generally good contact hitter in Slapper Good. I didn't see what he was doing on the day yet. But the slapper man doesn't swing at that next one. 2-1 the count. 6-4 Heaters now on the top of the 7th. And he's struggling. That's Belfort struggling. This 5th pitch right there. On the inside corner gets that strike. We're full count. 3-2. There. Oh yeah, nice sink there. To get some a way to start off. Belfort was ball prone on 2 strikes. Antonio Label 0 for 3. He has a lot of power, so the outfield's going to go deep for Mr. Label, who's smiling behind the glasses. Belfort, someone to put away with the 7th pitch. Fouled it off into the B-Wolves dugout. Look out. Belfort's calm, cool, collected, delivers, gets that one hard to Dexteris, who jumps and can't quite get it. He's going to roll out in the center field and hold him up at first base for a single. 1 out at the top of the 7th.
Dagnabbit.
1 for 2 with a single and a walk and a slow runner at first base. I think everyone on the Heaters is a lefty. Hit that one hard down the third base line. Foul, 0-1 count. Tats Belfort throwing his 10th pitch. Gets that inside corner. Didn't know if he liked that one, but he's 0-2. He's ahead of him. Gets that fork pitch. Franco to second. Gets for that first out. They get the lead runner. And not Lavo. So runner at first base with 2 outs. And Theodore Stifter comes up 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. It's a medium pressure situation. And Belfort's got to get past Stifter here. Belfort's ball prone. That one makes it inside corner, strike 1. And now Stifter's going to be looking for another really good pitch. And he hits it. Pops it up to right field. LeBoink going back, waving him off. Grabs that for the 3rd out. And we're out of the side, Pete.
Okay, 6-4. Going into the bottom of the 7th, Hanley Dexteris 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Magic Moore 2 for 3, and Buster Biggs 0 for 3. Fuller's at 70 pitches with a strikeout, a walk, and giving up 10 hits. Poor base running again. Bites us in the butt. Hanley Dexteris tense but fit. 1 for 3 with a single. Theodore Stiffner's, the 3rd baseman, is going to be replaced by Maggie Rags. Maggie Rags has 0 errors. She's hitting .059 with no home runs. Was there an injury? I was going to say she's playing 3rd base. She's got a little bit better than average speed. She's a great fielder with a great arm. She's got better connection versus right-handed pitching, and she's a utility infielder.
Bishop Fuller throwing a 71st pitch right now. Ooh, check swing, strike 1 to Hanley Dexteris. That one's outside, and he hits it hard. And diving stop by Bassett second, gets it over to first. Really good defense by the second baseman for the Heaters there.
Magic Moore, the center fielder, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He's got better connection against the left-handed hit pitching. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. That one's high. Ball 1. There's a smash back to base. Picks it up. Double pumps over to Lavo, who was covering first base for 2 outs.
Buster Biggs locked in, but 0 for 3 on the day, and he's got to hit it to someone other than second base here. Lined up delivery. Misses outside corner ball, and the B-Wolves got to get some more offense going. Hard hit right into the glove of Braggs at 3rd base. 3 down.
Dion Bass, 2 for 3 with a triple. Volt Boltler, 1 for 3 with a double. And Bishop Fuller, 0 for 1. Balfour has thrown 13 pitches, got a strikeout, and given up 1 hit.
Now batting.
Dion Bass, the second baseman, 2 for 3, a triple, a single. He's locked in, hitting .361, playing second base. Had a lot of work out there, laid out. And that's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Rob Dexteris of a single. Balfour delivers that one high. Ball 1, 1-1. Bass with 15 RBIs. That's fouled off along the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. That one's fouled off along the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still no outs. Top of the 8th. Heaters' lead is 2. That's fouled off along the third base line. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Balfour up to 18 pitches. That one's popped up on the infield. Balfour takes 3 steps forward and makes the catch for the first out. 1 out. Volt Bolter, the center fielder, he's also locked in. He's a tough out. Known around the league as a tough out. He's locked in and fit, hitting .265 on the season. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Belfour delivers. That's a roller. Oh, to Dexteres, who picks it up, makes the throw, but not in time. Bolter's able to run it out for a one-out single in the top of the 8th. Bishop Fuller, the pitcher, steps in. He's 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Oh, hold on. Don't do nothing yet.
Okay. You okay?
No, wait. Why can't I? Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so Fuller looks like he's going to bunt. He's got no balls, 2 strikes. The infield's in for the bunt.
Catch it. Oh.
He's out. Unfortunately, we're unable to catch it. The runner from first gets to second, but they were able to throw out Fuller at first base. Ray's Rufo is rattled and fit. He's 0 for 4 on the day, hitting .211. There's 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Play the batter.
Ball, that's low.
That one's low, ball 1. Rufo playing right field for the Heaters. There's a ground ball to Dexteres. Picks it up, makes the throw to first. That retires to sides. Going into the bottom of the 8th. Heaters, 6 runs on 10 hits. B-Wolves, 4 runs on 10 hits with an error. Alora Franco, 2 for 3 with a double. Billy LeBoink, 1 for 3. And Freddie Knox, 1 for 3. Fuller's at 76 pitches with a strikeout, a walk, and giving up 10 hits. Let's hope that base running debacle doesn't come back to haunt him. God, I'm so mad at myself. 2 for 3 on the day, a double. She's got 3 RBIs. That's in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Alora Franco.
No.
She pops that one up on the infield. And Fuller's out to make the catch for the first out.
So he lets a great pitch go by and then swings it trash. Billy LeBoink coming up 1 for 3 with a single. Likes his pitches high. Let's see what he can get on Baker. Billy, he's a good guy. Watch his ball 1. Good eye. 1-0 count. Second pitch is high, but he hits it towards his own dugout. 1 apiece. There's one hitting hard down the line, but unfortunately just foul. And he's behind the count 1-2 to Bishop Fuller's throwing his 82nd pitch. Reaches out for 1, but it's a liner to base again, man. Bases throws him out at second for that second out.
The second baseman, Freddie Knox.
Freddie Knox, 1 for 3. 2 outs. That one's fouled off along the third base line. No balls, 1 strike.
That's inside.
That one's inside. 1-1 to Knox. There's a shot to the pitcher. Fuller knocks it down.
Come on.
And Bass is able to
second base.
pick it up and throw it to first to retire the side. Coming up in the top of the 9th, Carlton Starr, 2 for 4. Slapper Glute, 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Menteno Lebo, 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Balfour's at 26 pitches with a strikeout and giving up 2 hits. Starr with 2 singles today and an RBI.
Well, he's facing a 27th pitch. Outside corner strike 1 from Balfour, number 36. Gets ahead of him in the count. Top of the 9th inning, 6-4 Heaters. Second pitch comes inside. Makes it first strike 0-2. Balfour on his 29th pitch. Low and inside, but that's going straight to Franco, who picks it up. She's going to run it down herself for that first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Slapper Glute.
Slapper Glute is tense. Look at tense. He's 1 for 4. He's had 2 home runs, Owen. And he's a good contact hitter, but he's a little bit, like I said, a little tense, not playing quite his best ball. Pops that one up, and it's going up back over the dugout of the B-Wolves on 1 count. Inside corner hits that one hard, but it's right to Dexteres, who's going to rifle him down at first base. 2 down, Pete.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Yes, sir.
Antonio Lebo.
Antonio Label 1 for 4 with a single. 5 long balls. Balfour sizing him up. Gets a signal, winds up, delivers. Inside corner, that goes to Magic Moore. Jumps, can't get it, it's off the wall. He's throwing to second base. He's going to walk in there for slide in for a double. And he's in scoring position with 2 outs. And Hank Cart comes up. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. He's got a slow runner at second base in the medium pressure situation with 2 outs. Curveball makes it in there for Balfour. Strike 1 on 1 count. Oh, that one's going to get into the gap in left field. Biggs is coming home. The runners are going to hold up at first and third with 2 outs, and we're in a tough situation here.
Come on, Tats.
Maggie Rags, the third baseman, comes up. She's 0-59 on the season. Got good contact against right-handers. And his 35th pitch from Balfour, a higher pressure situation now. Goes to first, can't quite get the runner. Comes back, Rags standing in the left-handed batter's box. Looking cool. Looking at Balfour. Balfour looking at her. Misses inside corner, ball 1. 6-4 Heaters lead. He throws over to third. Nobody runs. Inside corner hit hard to Knox. Catches it for out number 3.
All right, here we go, B-Wolves. We need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Bertha Banks 0 for 2 with a walk. Steve Monstour 3 for 3 with 2 doubles. And Tats Balfour's first at bat. Fuller's at 85 pitches, a strikeout, a walk, and 10 hits. Come on, Bertha. 0 for 2 with a walk, hitting 183 on the season. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Kimmy Smoke will replace Tonio Lavo, the first baseman. Smoke is 0 errors. She's hitting 159 on the season. She's got better than average speed. She's got about average fielding and a little bit less than average arm. Her fielding is underperforming this season.
Bertha Banks takes her first pitch inside corner, ball 1. Oh, she reaches up, hits that one into the right, down the right field line. That one's outside, ball 2, 2-1. See if he comes even out of here. That one's a check swing, ball 3. Good eye there by Bertha Banks. Good restraint. And there's ball 4. Second time she was walked today, Pete.
Yes, sir. All right, so the tying runs at the plate. Steve Monstour, he's hitting 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a single, and he's got 2 RBIs on the day. No outs. Bertha Banks at first base, not a threat to steal. The first pitch is in there for a called strike. Swing and a miss by Monstour, and quickly he's in the hole, 0-2. That one's popped up into left field. It's caught by the left fielder for the first out.
I was hoping to go 4 for 4. You got to switch up Balfour here, right? They're going to pinch.
Yeah.
Pinch hit for Balfour.
What do we got?
Don't have a whole lot back there. Here comes Ruby Green. Good contact hitter. Knows an RBI man. Ruby Green comes up, a 300 batting average on the season, 2 home runs. Hoping for number 3, Pete. That would tie the game up.
That's down.
Real low pitch, ball 1. Good eye there by Ruby Green. Standing left-handed box. Losing a lot of velocity.
Inside.
Is Bishop Fuller. She may not have to swing at anything here. He's throwing his 96th pitch right here. That's in there. Hits up the middle.
No.
Grabbed by base to second. Over to first. He gets the lead runner. And we're 1 out away from dropping this game.
Hanley Dexter 1 for 4 with a single, hitting 271 on the season. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Tying run is at the plate. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1.
Ball inside.
That one's inside. Evens up to count 1-1.
No, inside.
That one's high. Ball 2, 2-1.
No.
Oh, that's a ground ball to Bass. Picks it up, makes the throw to Smoke at first to retire the sides. That's the game. B-Wolves lose. B-Wolves lose again.
Yeah.
And it was bad base running, and it was my fault. God, I'm so aggravated.
It was Bertha Banks. She turned around and ran. She was going to make that run and turn around and ran back to third, just like Laura Franco did the other night.
It's the same thing. It's because I'm looking at something else.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get that worked out. In the meantime, the runner I thought had crossed the plate is now running back to third, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they needed a little bit more offense, but 4 runs and 10 hits isn't the end of the world. But they gave up a lot in that second. It was an awful second inning. Again, sort of like the last game. They had 1 inning where they just weren't even there. It cost them big. 4 runs in the second, and then they let in 2 more on poor plays. Yeah, they really should have lost this game.
Well, I thought, like I said, the base running in that one with the 6th inning, I think we had them on the rocks. We had the base running. We had, I think if we go back and watch that, we could have turned the game right there, and I blew it. And I'm sorry about that, my friend. I apologize.
Don't worry about it. For the Heaters, Rufo goes 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Still somehow scores a run.
Yeah.
You got, and then, Hart goes 2 for 4, gets walked. They get the RBIs. No long balls today, though.
No.
For either team. Over the B-Wolves. Buster Biggs goes 0 for 4. You don't usually see that.
No. And LeBoink winds up, I think he got 1 today, but he's been struggling. Banks 0 for 2. She walked twice, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And both of our subs come in, go 0 for 1.
Yeah.
They don't anything.
Didn't help us at all.
Steve Monstour played a bang-up game.
He did. Boy, he was on fire today. 3 for 4. 2 RBIs. Yeah. He's up to 404. I was going to say, yeah.
Why don't you say it? Pitching.
Franco's going 402. You're going to do Heaters or?
I'll do Heaters, yeah.
Okay.
B. Fuller, he goes the whole game, as many pitchers do against the B-Wolves. Gets the win. He goes 9 innings, gets 10 hits off them, 4 earned runs, walks 2 batters, strikes 1 out. His ERA is at 3.79 now, and he's got a winning record at 3-2.
Yes, sir. And then over there for the B-Wolves, again, Ortiz takes the loss. 6 innings pitched. He gave up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. He's got an ERA of 3.86, and his record's 1-4. Brought in Tats Belfour for the last 3 innings. He gave up 4 hits, got 1 strikeout. His ERA is at 4.82, and his record is 3-0-1. And the 3 stars of the game, the first star, Steve Monstour, the B-Wolf catcher, goes 3 for 4, 2 doubles and 2 RBIs.
Second star of the game, the B-rank center fielder, Volt Bolter, goes 2 for 4, a double, 2 RBIs, and a run.
And then rounding him out, Laura Franco over at first base. She was 2 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs herself. So way to go, guys. 5 hits for Tommy, 1 RBI, 35%.
You killed it.
5 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 great catches, 7 strikeouts, and 65%.
Yeah, wow. You got all the strikeouts, all the great catches, 3 out of 4 of the RBIs. Look at you. You thought you did poorly.
I did. Well, base running. If they would have taken off for my poor base running, I think, oh, God, I'm so mad at myself. I can't believe I did that. That was just horrible.
It's all right. Well, like you were saying earlier on, we got to be winning games, and now we're dropping.
Yeah,
we dropped a few. That's actually 3 straight, right? Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to go look at the
Jacks. Then we lost 6-1 to the Gold Coats. Lost 4-3 to the Sandcats. Lost 6-4 to the Heaters.
We're back to like the beginning of the year again. We just can't seem to put it away.
Next, we're going to go away for 1 road game out to San Jose. We're going to play the Sawteeth. Japani's going to come back on the mound after her injury, so it'll be good to see her back going against Melody Moods. And you could start to see, I don't know, can you see it from here? You can't quite see the end of the season yet, but let's, if we go to season standings and you go to Wild, we're 3 games out at this point.
Right.
And,
yeah. And I mean, right, it's us and the Outlaws. Actually, the Outlaws are doing better than us because they're only 9-16. We're 9-17, and then the Hot Corners. But we're the 3 worst teams in the league.
Yeah. We really turn it around, but you never know.
You look at the wild card standings again. We're still in last place. If the season ended today, it would be Warblers, Jacks, Nemesis, and Frontrunners for the Explorer Conference, and the Pioneer Conference would be the Sandcats, Burners, Wild Pigs, and the Moose. So that's where we're at. We need to start winning. If we don't start winning, then I think our season's really going to end early. I don't think we're going to make it to the second season.
Yeah.
And then we'll have some splaining to do to the ownership who brought us in here to win.
Right. Yeah, the 3-year contract. Yeah. What's going to happen?
I'm sure they're regretting that right now.
Well, I guess we won't dwell on it too much longer. It's been a tough homestand. Hopefully they'll get their act together on the road. They got no choice.
Right.
So until we see you in San Jose, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, get out.